Deep in the heart of the Midwest lies the quiet community of St. Charles County, the perfect picture of the American dream. Since the late 1970s, there has been an explosive population growth in the St. Charles area. This tranquil county now boasts a population of over 200,000 residents who call this sprawling area home. Unfortunately, such extreme population growth also disrupts the local wildlife, which is adversely affected by the loss of habitat and rising pollution. Now there is something sinister in the once peaceful county. Residents are frightened by more and more reports of mutant animals.
Yeah, I saw this this raccoon with his red beady eyes, and it had fangs like a wolf. And I was walking down the street, and it kind of just popped out from behind a house. And when I looked at it, I didn't even think it was a raccoon at first until I kind of, focused in, and I kind of did a double take. And when I looked back at it, it sure enough was a raccoon, but it was unlike any raccoon I've ever seen.
An alarming number of eyewitnesses are coming forward with stories of frightening encounters. Although no attacks have been reported, it is only a matter of time before man and mutant animal meet, and the consequences could be dire. Is it too late for St. Charles County to be saved from this potential ecological disaster? We have assembled a panel of experts to help solve this Midwest mystery.
Of course there's mutant raccoons running loose in St. Charles County. They're everywhere, and the sightings are everywhere. I have a large folder of evidence showing all the sightings, all the eyewitness accounts. These things are a danger, and they are real. My name is Travis Eisenhower III, Ph.D. I am the state's foremost expert on mutant raccoons, or Procyon tauta destructo.
Well, there are a lot of ways that we can explain these things. First, as you know, the season's changing and the sun is going down at a different time. So I think a lot of what people are seeing is just shadows from the raccoons. And they think that it's tentacles or some type of mutation on the raccoon, but it's really just shadows. I'm Dr. Nicholas Harding, Associate Professor of Zoology at Nightingale Community College here in St. Charles County. I hold a master's degree in biology from Nightingale Community College. I also hold a PhD in zoology from Nightingale, and inside of my PhD program, I specialized in genetic mutations among North American mammals.
The red X's on this map show the most recent eyewitness reports of the raccoons. It's also important to note that here, here, and here are the most recent installations of the new storm drains by the county, all in close proximity to the sightings. Also, within this area code right here, last year there were 16 reported missing pets. This year, 18. What accounts for the increase? I think we know.
I don't think that a lot of people see raccoons in their normal daily life, so they're not familiar with what they look like. So I think they're just making claims and there's just a little bit of fear out there from people not being accustomed to seeing raccoons.
Now, taking eyewitness testimony, we have been able to put together an artist rendition of what the raccoons look like. Furthermore, we do have an actual eyewitness drawing of one of the raccoons.
Mutant raccoon sightings. Mutant raccoon sightings. Well, we've heard the rumors. I'll dispel all the rumors. I mean, there's nothing to it. There's absolutely nothing there. It's unsubstantiated. It's unvalidated. Quite honestly, it's kind of hooey if you think about it. Mutant raccoons, really? I'm the St. Charles County director. I direct pretty much everything related to St. Charles County.
There's no telling how deep this conspiracy goes. It may go all the way up to the top. There are many factions within the St. Charles County government. The Illuminati faction, the Masonic faction, some of which want to alert the public, but the others want to keep calm and want us just to all go about our lives, spending our money, building the economy, and not worrying about the danger lurking underneath their feet.
Conspiracy. So, no, absolutely, we believe in transparency, candidness, candor, and there are no mutant raccoons. I can tell you, there are raccoons. Now, Some may look slightly different than others, which is okay. Diversity is a beautiful thing. Some are smaller, some are larger, some have less fur than others, but ultimately none of which are mutants.
The evidence is mounting more and more every day. I have an entire file full of evidence right here, and there are numerous eyewitness accounts of these raccoons themselves. These experts that you talk about, you may want to follow the money and find out really what they're experts on, and see who is paying them to debunk what is clearly fact.
Let me tell you about this so-called Dr. Travis Eisenhower. His academic credentials come from a mail order institution in Nigeria. So I don't think he has the credentials to make the claims he's making, and I also don't think he has the expertise to do the research in a disciplined way that would come up with the results that he's claiming.
The Institute is fully accredited by the Nigerian government. What it lacks in field work, it makes up for in a very rigorous online curriculum. In fact, I learned so much there. This mutant raccoon plague is very similar to the mutant aardvark plague reported by Professor Mbata as reported by the Igbo tribe in southern Nigeria.
Well, again, I don't think that they're mutants, so people should be calm about that. Also, raccoons are wild animals, so people should keep a safe distance from them. But, again, there's nothing wrong with them, so my advice is just enjoy seeing them in their natural habitat while you're just being safe and wise while you're around them.
Run. For the love of God, man, run. Do not contact authorities. The men in black will come and silence you and your testimony. You can tell me about them. I will put them on the map and send out a specialist to try to apprehend the beast.
My name is Billy Bob Buchanan. I'm a local hunter and trapper of raccoons here in St. Charles County, in the great state of Missouri. I can tell you that I've been hunting raccoons now for the past, I would say, 25 years. So I just like to say that you know, it's my pleasure to be trying to hunt this mutant raccoon that's scaring the public. As you can see, this here is a real good place for trapping raccoons. But to be honest, I ain't never seen one of them mutant raccoons. But I thought I'd get myself a camera and try to get me one on film so I can make some money off the YouTubes. This here's my raccoon stick. It's mostly used for the poking the raccoons. Sometimes you gotta poke them out of their hole. And what's a good stick? You know, I go through a new stick about once a month, but because raccoons like to chew them up when you're poking them in the hole. So I like to go around poking here because these holes are real good for raccoon hiding. But I figure I'd go hunting in here and maybe poking around, see what we can find. Maybe we'll come up with one of them mutant raccoons. You got this thing filming? All right. Well, I don't know. I don't know. There may not be a raccoon here. I'm gonna poke around for a minute just to see what we can find. Here's my hunting dog, Ricky. He's a purebred raccoon hunting dog, and a lot of people tell me that he's a little bit too small to be a raccoon hunting dog because he's actually smaller than a raccoon. But you know, I'd like to tell people it ain't the size of the dog in the fight; it's the size of the fight in the dog. And Ricky, he got a whole lot of fight in him. He's a tough dog, ain't that right, Ricky? Yeah, he's a good raccoon hunting dog. Ricky, can you hear me? Come on, Ricky. I think I see some. All right, here we go. Here we go. Come on, Ricky. Come on. Come on, Ricky. Come on. Come on. Ricky?